Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's Unseen video. This video series, of course, is where we really focus on some of those theories, some of those behind-the-scenes interviews, some of the things that maybe don't get shown on the actual shows. So, not loads for you today, but honestly, some good stuff. We've got some updates of the stage, the Wrestlemania stage. I think we've got a very interesting comment from The Undertaker, and a lot of reaction to last night's SmackDown, a lot of excitement as we head towards WrestleMania. There's still a lot that's going on. So let's take a look, shall we, and see where we are. We've got Adam Pearce, who's put this message out tonight. He just wants to thank the fans. He says, "We need you. We do this for you." He said that they intend on putting on the biggest WrestleMania of all time, and he believes the emotion of that WrestleMania will be even bigger. He says, "We need you. We love you. It's WrestleMania week. It's go time." So he kind of censored himself because he was indicating it's effing go time. So yeah, a lovely message, really lovely message from Adam Pearce. You can tell that he's very pumped up, very excited. Right, I did not pick up on this. I'm going to be honest, and I'm not sure if there is a little look in there, but there's enough people that are jumping on this theory now. So Eric, thank you. Eric said Carlito didn't seem pleased by this. So WrestleMania says, "I want heel Carlito." So you might remember that the crowd were chanting for Carlito to be Ray's partner, and then he introduced Dragon Lee. So it did sort of feel like we did Carlito dirty. And that bottom right picture, they're just saying that Carlito didn't look all that happy, didn't look all that pleased. Could it be that Carlito actually turns on Ray, on Dragon Lee at WrestleMania because he feels slighted? Definitely something to keep an eye on. Right, WWE announces a tag match for Monday. So this is Indi and Candice. They're going to be taking on Maxxine and Ivy. So not the biggest match in the world, but I do love that story. So I will be looking forward to that on what promises to be a massive, massive episode of Raw. Right, Nick Aldis knows the storm has been brought to SmackDown. So Nick Aldis put a message out. He said landscapes are often changed by a storm. So obviously it was a big debut. It was a big appearance for Jade Cargill. Definitely the wrestling world is buzzing. Someone else to keep an eye on. This is really cool. It goes for like 2 minutes though. I wonder if we can just play the tail end of it.
To rage. Its intentions also take on a different, more sinister tone than survival and protection of the self, the longer it remains bottled. Anger has saved me so many times. It has pointed me in the right direction, guided my moral sense of justice and fairness, but it can be misplaced, especially when suppressed for a long time. It speaks a single message that is important to us, but it isn't the entirety of us. Anger is just anger. It isn't good. It isn't bad. It just is. What you do with it is what matters. It's like anything else. You can use it to build or to destroy. You just have to make the choice.
It's cool, isn't it? It goes like so. The first part of the video is him looking at Bobby's promo that we looked at and just picking out some of the key phrases that Bobby had come out with. And then he kind of responds with that kind of computer voice. And then he issues, like he does a whole minute where he's talking about anger and how it can control you and so on and so on. We have got a little bit of text that we can whoosh in and have a little read. So he says, "Bobby Lashley, I've been waiting for him. And now he finally sees my vision, just like the others did, just like everyone will. It's not until you lose everything that you begin to realize this is all just a giant cycle of tragic lies. Trust me, I would know. Creation always leads to destruction. Follow me if you want to survive. I don't know. Honestly, this is sort of hinting about Bobby joining Karrion. That's what I get from this. He's showing a broken down Bobby that's like, you know, I've led myself astray. I've led the Street Profits astray. You know, this wasn't the plan. And he shows all of that. And then he speaks about anger and learning to control it and all that kind of stuff. And now he sends this message. It's very cryptic. I could be reading this completely wrong. But for me, I just get the vibe that at the moment he's saying, come and join me, right? Doesn't mean that Bobby will. Doesn't mean that Bobby will. He could absolutely stand up against Karrion. The belief is that we'll get Final Testament against Bobby's group, but here we are now. We've only one SmackDown left, and that's the day before WrestleMania, and no match has been announced for WrestleMania. So it's making it look less and less likely that they're going to have a match at WrestleMania. So if we're not doing a match at WrestleMania, where is this leading? Cryptic? I don't have the answer. But interesting all the same. Right, look at Santos Escobar. Santos laughing clown emoji and a picture of Carlito. Just in case you had a little bit of doubt, like, did he give a bit of a look? Could they be doing something? Here's Santos Escobar tweeting out a picture of a shunned Carlito, laughing emoji, clown face emoji. Oh, savage. Savage. Right, you can see, look, not loads of folders. It's amazing, isn't it? So let's go down this Cody one. Cody Rhodes has confirmed, this was probably the big story today, that he has signed a new multi-year deal with WWE. Cody has also said that his initial plan was to retire when he was 40. He has said that in previous interviews. He's approaching 40, but he said that's no longer the plan. That's no longer the plan. Don't know when he's going to retire now. I think he's just enjoying the ride at the moment. I think it might depend on how all of this pans out. I mean, it would be crazy for him to walk away at, like, you know, coming up soon, just when he's on the verge of finishing his story. There are those out there that think that Cody should finish his story and then walk away. I disagree with that. I don't think that this is the only story that Cody is capable of telling. You know, he's got other stories that he can tell. So I disagree with that. But yeah, interesting. Good news that he's re-signed, so we're not going to have any of that speculation. But also, it seems like he's kind of moved his end date as well. Right, here, look, when Kingdom gets to 40 million, I'm getting a tattoo. So that was Darren Zachary. I think this guy might be something to do with Downstait. I'm not sure, right? Because Downstait have tweeted it out. Look, this is the guy who's got it on his thigh, and he's got the tattoo. So I'd imagine that's probably someone. Will it give me their bio? Oh, here we go. There we go. Singer for Downstait. So there we go. Singer for Downstait has got now a Cody tattoo. Should have got it right there, shouldn't he? Even bigger than... Even bigger than Cody's. Coward. On a leg where no one can see it. Call yourself a fan. So, Shaquem, thank you for that. Right, Becky in a new book speaks about the women's revolution and how it was poorly executed. This is really interesting because you would think that she would be like really into the women's revolution because it seemed to do so much for the perception of women's wrestling. But the point she's making is that we were in NXT putting on great matches, and we were just like doing what we were doing, and then all of a sudden we're part of some women's revolution on the main roster. Like, she said, I get that it's a marketing thing, but it was done like really poorly, and she was not a fan. She was not a fan. I think she just wanted to put on great matches, and we didn't necessarily need to do this big song and dance about it, you know? But so I thought that was very interesting. Very interesting. And obviously she speaks about Bray, and we looked at her comments the other day about how he helped her when she had her first tables match, and what a warm person he was, and he was a pleasure to always be around. And it's very interesting. So much stuff coming out because of her book tour. She's doing so many interviews. I feel like we get little bits every day. I mean, what I would say is that book, it really does feel like something that we need to be checking out, something we need to be reading. I don't have Spotify, otherwise I would definitely get the audio book, but I do have Audible, so I might order it from there. I think if you've got Audible, I think you can get it for like $7.99, which is not bad, is it really? Although if you've got Spotify, apparently it's just part of your subscription. So there we go. That was Becky. Right, WrestleMania. I think we've got a few bits in WrestleMania. Let's get our teeth into this. A lot to do with this image. Oh my God, so much drama. So much drama. So, Chris, thank you. Tagging me in this. So, James said, we've gone from this to this. People don't seem happy about this. So, Edward tagging me in this as well, right? Now, if you're like me, you looked at this and went, is that it? Like, it looks so small, right? This photo is messing with you, right? That stage is bigger than you think. Because I first looked at it and went, God, it looks tiny. Like, that's really not... We did say that we didn't think the L was, like, big enough to kind of really go behind the WrestleMania. So I don't mind that, the X and the L, how they've done it, and the WrestleMania... I honestly don't mind it. It's not the most adventurous stage, but clearly it's not finished. We don't know if they're going to put some stuff behind or to the side. So it's hard to comment at this stage, but currently I would say it's not the most adventurous stage. It seems to be quite a simple stage, but it is a bigger stage than what people think. Because I put this tweet out. I said we'll talk about it in Unseen. But I promise you, this stage is bigger than you think. The perspective of this picture is making the stage look tiny. But from images that we've already seen, we know that each WrestleMania letter is bigger than a person. And that is true because we looked at this in Unseen before. And like, there's a person there in a high-vis jacket, and you could see that you could probably put two of them on top of each other, and that would probably be the same size as a letter. So, I mean, look, there's one of the letters, and there's a forklift truck, like, lifting up the letter. There's another person just here. There's another person just there. I don't think it's unfair to say that these letters are about probably coming up to, like, 2 people in height. Right? So if you then think that each one of those letters is 2 people in height, that gives you a rough idea as to how big this stage actually is. It is a big stage. But from this image right here, it's a bit of an optical illusion. It looks tiny. It looks tiny. The perspective like really messes it all up. So let's wait and see. That's what I would say. But I think if you was hoping for something like the cinema that we got last year, it doesn't feel like it's going to be that adventurous, right? Is that a bad thing, though? I mean, it's lovely to have those kind of sets, but, you know, a lovely big screen. I don't really have a problem with that. It might be a bit dull, but, I mean, it's going to do the job, innit? It's going to do the job. Yeah, well, let's see. Right, Harry, thank you. Harry Van Vliet, appreciate it. He said, does anyone want tickets for WrestleMania 40, question mark? Just look at these prices. So if you want to go to WrestleMania and you want to be on the floor section, so this section here, which is like F7, so you can see the ring and the entranceway and everything, apparently they're going to cost you about $2,500. I think he also found some at the front, like quite near the front, that was like 5,000. If you want to be in this F4 section, which would be the hard cam side, not the hard cam side, but what the camera sees, right? So you'll be on TV. That is F4. That is going to be costing you about 10 grand a ticket. It's going to be like 10 grand a ticket, 9,900. That's for row 15. Look, this one here, section F4, row 1. So you are going to be somewhere along there. You could get somewhere along there $10,397. That is incredible. That's row 1. F4, row 1. That's gonna. You would be green shirt guy. I mean, I don't even know that that's in the center. You might be like all the way over here, tucked in the corner. You might be like down here. But I think you're pretty much guaranteeing that you'll be on TV. But it's going to cost you just over 10 grand for that. It is WrestleMania 40, though. Right, Chad Gable said, "Shoosh, this is not a joke. Otis and I will be at Cricket Nation on Saturday in Philly before WrestleMania. See you there." So if you want to meet Chad and Otis, you can go to Cricket Wireless. Is it their shop or something? I'm not too sure, but there's the address. 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. EDT. And you can go there and you'll be able to meet Chad Gable and Otis. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Right, this is fun as well. So Kofi selects his favorite WrestleMania entrance, right?
The best WrestleMania entrance that I can remember. I'm an 80s baby. So Terminator was a huge part of my childhood.
There we go. So he selects Terminator. And, of course, that takes us WrestleMania 31. And like, he kind of recreates it the moment that Triple H comes out with all the Terminator robots. So he says that for him is, like, you know, the one that he thinks of first. That is his favorite ever WrestleMania entrance. Let me know down in the comments below, because genuinely I would be interested. What's your favorite WrestleMania entrance ever? What is your favorite ever WrestleMania? This is a pretty good one. It wouldn't be my favorite. I actually don't know what my favorite is. I don't know that I have a favorite. I'd have to think on it. But it wouldn't be this. I don't mind this. They actually made a figure of this as well. You can get that as a Mattel action figure. That Triple H with this kind of Terminator entrance gear. Pretty cool, eh? So there we go. That is Kofi's favorite. Right, WrestleMania 40 is going to contain a mystery slot open segment that could be used for a surprise appearance or a return. Right, and Kenny for your thoughts said, y'all forgot Solo Sikoa is going to need some time to sing that national anthem. Do you remember that? Do you remember the fact that when it was proposed, the Bloodline rules, didn't Rock say, you know, if you lose on night 1, then night 2 will be Bloodline rules. That means we can do anything. If Solo wants to sing the national anthem, then he can. So here, Kenny for your thoughts is just kind of reminding people, we do think the Bloodline will win that tag match night 1. So night 2, we're going to need to find some time to allow Solo to sing the national anthem. I thought that was a good tweet. I enjoyed it. Right, Jade Cargill is enjoying things as well. She's enjoying life. She said, life is amazing right now. I'm going to my first WrestleMania at that alongside these powerful queens, Bianca and Trinity Fatu. It gets no better than that. Hashtag blessed. Time to kick some butt and show out. Right, look at this. This just dropped an hour ago. I've been tagged in this quite a bit. Big thank you to everyone that did tag me in this, because, again, I think this just shows a different angle, maybe a better perspective of what the stage looks like. And also what I think is quite interesting is we seem to have like 3 kind of stages in a way. We've got the center bit with the letters, and then we've got these side kind of islands, if you will. I don't quite understand how we're going to use this. I mean, maybe you can get behind the letters. I've got to think, like, you know, when Edge used to come out, he'd run over to the side to see the fans and go over that side to see the fans. I've got to think that you are able to get across this stage. I can't imagine that you come out and you just can't get over here, or you can't get over here. I've got to think you can. Maybe, like, you can get behind the letters. Getting in front looks hard, to be honest. Getting in front looks hard, but maybe you can get behind. So, that is courtesy of Ringside Roster. And, yeah, look, this thing, it's continuing. There's no building going on behind, though, is there? There doesn't appear to be anything. I mean, there'll be a sheet or something that'll get put up here, but it doesn't look like they're building anything around here. We've still got like a week, though. They could still do other stuff, but that's where we are right now. That is the latest image of the stage. Right, so we've done Cody, done Becky, done WWE, we've done WrestleMania. Wow. Thankfully, we've got a fair bit in fun. I liked this. I don't know what this is in relation to. I think there's some people upset about a film, right? Because they've said this is supposed to be the same character 8 years apart. So there's a picture of a young dude. Picture of, is that Ian McKellen? So Ian McKellen, old dude, right? So they're showing that was meant to be them just 8 years, and like, what? How does that make any sense, right? But Irish Wrestling and Entertainment went, well, this was supposed to be the same character just 4 months apart. Razor, fake Razor. Some of you might not know, but when we lost Scott Hall, Kevin Nash to WCW, Vince decided, well, that's okay. We'll just use some other people and pretend that that's Razor, and we'll pretend that that's Diesel. No one will notice. It'll be fine. So we tried to convince people this was Razor, and we tried to carry on with Diesel. Fake Diesel eventually became Kane. But yeah, this was the same character 4 months apart. I love that. Right, WrestleOps says yes. Asuka says no. No, Asuka's not having it. Asuka's been quite active today, actually. She's been quite active. Well, we've got some more Asuka stuff coming up. Check this out. LA Knight in disguise, drinking coffee from a cup like he's legit on his 15-minute break. This dude is a gem. Only goes for 13 seconds. There's nothing more to it than that, but it is true. It is legit. Like, I love that we're seeing the character work. This is LA Knight really getting into that security guard role. You know, he would be out there, obviously, during the AJ segment. Well, this is him maybe a little bit earlier in the day. You know, he's hanging out with the other... I'd love to see that, him hanging out with the other security guys. Like, and they're going, oh, are you from round here? And it's like, yeah. That would be brilliant. And here he is, just on a coffee break at the moment, you know, just thinking about the wife and the kids, thinking about, oh god, we're gonna have to go, I need to pick up some shopping on the way back. Oh, he's just having a quick little cup of coffee. So yeah, very good. I enjoyed that. Right, Maurice, look at this. You started the Prev folder. It's not how you spell it, but I forgive you. You wasn't paying attention, was you, at how it was spelled? You was just paying attention to the contents. Oh, I'm onto you, Maurice. I'm onto you. And look what's sponsored on one of your videos. It's an adult help store online. Look at this. Love Honey Gifts. Apparently was like one of the sponsors. I mean, we don't have sponsors, so that was just like a pop-up advert, just like all the other adverts on YouTube. I don't have a discount code for them yet. But I do love this, though. Oh, man. You'll have to let me know if we do have some, like, adult entertainment encouragement devices as sponsors for this video. I hope so. Love Honey Gifts. If you're watching, give me a discount code. Give me a discount code. We'll break your flipping... Whatever the record is for the most money you've made in a year, give me a discount code. Mate, it'll rain. It'll flipping rain. Well, yeah. So I love that. Right, look at this as well. So, truly, Bayley's wrestling daughters. Oh, this is nice. Let's have a little look, shall we? So over here, let's go big. There you can see, I think she had a boo-boo. She had a little boo-boo on the side of her head there. That looks like a little circular plaster or something. Don't know what's going on there with Roxanne. So we got that, and then we've got this person here, Indi Hartwell, taking a picture. So lovely. Lovely, lovely. Nothing weird there, you know. Indi Hartwell, Roxanne, Bayley, Indi, Roxanne, all tagged. Truly, Bayley's wrestling daughters. Indi said, "That's JC." And JC says, "Hi, twin." So I did enjoy that. I love how they've just tried to come out with really wholesome content and it's sort of backfired. She's gone, that's JC. Hi, twin. Bayley responded as well. She said, "Don't get so offended, Indi." Oh, shots fired. Shots fired. So I don't know what that was about. Don't get so offended. Leave this person alone. Maybe it's Bayley, like, standing up for one of her stands, you know? Don't get so offended, dude. Did enjoy it, though. Right, Champman said that time that Trick Williams pinned the referee. Never seen this, but it's fantastic. Here we go, look. Goes against the ropes. Straight over. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! He got him! He got him! Come on! And he thinks that he won as well. So here, look, he goes against the ropes. Straight over. I mean, you wouldn't get away with that on an actual show, but for a fun moment on a house show, let's go. Let's go. So it looks like, I don't know what the match is. I'm guessing it must be like Chase U against Trick Mellow Gang from a while ago. You pinned me, I'm the referee. That's a great line. That's a great line. Oh, this is great as well. Love this clip. Let's go. Asuka said, "This is the truth." We've got Jade. We've got Bianca. Let's go. Here's Asuka. Put it back away. No, thank you. Look at that. Thank you. No, thank you. Oh, man, I can just get it so good. It's so good. It's the perfect clip, man. It's the perfect clip. Jade, Bianca. Oh, she doesn't forget about Naomi. Don't worry about that. And look, this person responded. They said, "It didn't look like that last night when Jade kicked you." And Asuka's like, "Huh? What do you mean?" So they included this clip right here, 8 seconds, right? Here, look, you've got Jade getting up on the edge of the ring. She gets through the ropes. She starts going, boom, and Asuka goes down, right? Asuka said, "I performed a great ukemi. Are you a party pooper too?" So I looked, I didn't know what ukemi is, but it's the art of falling. That's what it is. It's the Japanese art of falling. So she's like, did it on purpose? It's called ukemi. It's the Japanese art of falling. Are you a party pooper? So I did enjoy that little exchange. We got another one here, look. Come on, Trips said, "Fun fact, a Japanese wrestler hasn't won a match at WrestleMania in 25 years. I don't know that that's true, but I'm going to take it as true, right? Asuka says, so what? And this person said, you're going to lose? It ain't rocket science. And Asuka says, may I block you? Excuse me, may I block you? Love that. I think she did as well. I think after this, she says blocked with a poop emoji. And here we go, look. And another truth, Asuka, Naomi. So here's... No one is ready for Asuka. She's taken down Jade. She's taken down Bianca. Here she is with Naomi. Very good. Very good. So that was the fun folder. I think we've got a few bits, though, in other. And we're already at half an hour, in all fairness. Botched eye surgery, shout out to you. I did know this, but I've not seen all these images before. So before becoming a WWE commentator, Michael Cole was an accomplished war correspondent. And there are some images of Michael Cole in his pre-WWE days. How amazing is that? Very cool. I've not seen all of these. I think I've seen this one, but I've not seen these. Very cool. Right, Twent270 said, I just got a chance to watch Unseen. I saw you got excited that they had all those old belts. I really did. They've actually got most of them, and they did a video about a year ago showcasing them. I have never seen this video, and it's from Ben Brown, who is the archivist, and I've never seen this. So WWE's rare WWE title collection revealed. So I haven't watched it yet, but I will watch it. You can see that I retweeted it so that you guys can find it and click the link if you so want to. But this will take you through all the rare titles that WWE have. Of course, a lot of titles in WWE's possession. You'd think they would have them all, but the truth is that these belts, at the time, people weren't thinking that these were going to be put on display or something that we needed to keep, you know. So there's lots of examples of belts that have just been thrown in the dumpster and replaced when new ones have come along. So sadly, there are a lot that WWE don't have because they just were never kept. So it's interesting to know what they've got, what they don't have. And this is why WWE's Most Wanted Treasures is so interesting, as they go out to find that memorabilia that they should never have let go of in the first place, really. And they try to get it back for the warehouse. I love that. It's a great show, that is. So love this. I will watch that, my friend. Look at this. Austin Theory, Grayson Waller at the gym. Yeah. Doing a bit of shoulder work. Austin Theory. Dude walks past.
Hey, you don't see the camera there, idiot? Don't let anyone in the gym. Bro, what's wrong? You can't see the camera?
They get into an argument.
You can't see the video? It's Austin Theory.
That's Austin Theory. Go tell a manager.
Like we care, lad.
Like we care. Go tell a manager. Like we care. So I have no idea if that was real or not. I think it was probably set up. I hope it was set up. But it's a great little moment there of them working out in the gym. A dude walks past and they're like, didn't you see the camera working on the shoulders? And he's like, they get into an argument. It's like, I'm telling the manager, go tell the manager, see if we care. It's Austin Theory. So did enjoy that. Right, I thought I would include this because we do include Zero News in these videos sometimes, and I never know whether to include them or not because I still am on the fence as to whether they are a trusted source or not, right? I use Sean Ross Sapp, I use Dave Meltzer. I don't have an opinion on Zero News, but they put this out, right? They put this out. And then someone responded with all of this. So I thought I would just show you what I had seen so that you can make your own mind up, right? So let's whoosh this in. Because it is, certainly at this time of year, it's important to know who can you trust, who can't you trust. So look, they're saying, right, keep seeing loads on here in comments, in all of my posts, saying it's from Zero, it's fake, Whatever Zero says, it's the opposite. Zero has no sources. So let's try something, okay? Report. As of yesterday, Cody is due to finish his story at WrestleMania. Everyone will be involved in Night 2 main events, including new and old Bloodline members, some legends, and some others. Now, is this true or not? Zero knows. I don't even understand this. I mean, I don't even know where this has come from. I've not seen that reported anywhere, right? So I don't know what this is. I don't know what this cryptic message is, right? But what I do know is someone responded, and they responded with this look. They said, explain. So if you look, these look to be old tweets from Zero News. So it says here, WWE is planning a Rock and Stone Cold stare down in the Rumble. Of course, this is a pitch, but it is being heavily discussed. Obviously, we didn't get that. Bad news, you say. Remember, we reported Wade Barrett in the Rumble. Obviously, all of these won't have happened, right? Hearing potentially a Hall of Fame announcement tonight could be animalistic. That one I think is especially bad because not only did we not get the announcement, but Batista has not gone in this year's class. So that one feels like it's a long way off. So that was the 23rd of January, according to this. The first surprise entrant for both Rumbles will be number 3. I can't remember what they were, to be honest, but I'm guessing because they're included here, it wasn't a surprise. I'll hint it. One is a legend who had beaten Brock before. He may be small, but he's a big name. 2 has lifted some iron recently and has a new tattoo. Well, we know that the 2 that started the Rumble were Jimmy and Jey, and that doesn't seem to fit that description. Dave's reporting that Cody or Sami will win the Rumble. It was Cody. So, Cody or Sami will not win the Rumble. That is all, said Zero News. And then what's this? Also, they sent me the sheets. It was changed just before the match, after the run sheets had been produced. I'm not going backwards and forwards. January 28th, Rock will appear and win. Main event Night 2 of Mania, Rock versus Roman. The only thing I would say is that was the plan. So I'll give them, a half a mark for that one. But it just shows here that it looks like, and that was all around the Rumble, all around the same time. That's a lot of misses, in all fairness. So I don't know. I'm torn on it. I don't know. I'm sure that they could respond with a load that were correct. I'm sure they could respond. But what I would say is at this time of year, make sure that the sources that you are really listening to are ones that you trust, right? I get tagged in a lot, and I get tagged in a lot of rumors from people I've never heard of, right? Never heard of. So I don't really include them in this because anyone could be making up anything. So just remember that, because I reckon with 1 week to go, you're going to see a lot of made-up nonsense. Right, this is from Wrestling World. Harry, shout out to you. In 2022, Roman Reigns was supposed to wear matching red pants with the Bloodline. He even tried on the pants, but didn't wear them for the match because he wasn't a fan of the fabric texture. So there we go. That's a bit of interesting info. There you can see Roman in black. There he is in the red. He was meant to wear red, but apparently he didn't like the fabric texture. Right, I just thought this was a fun response, right? So do you remember Matt Cardona said, go to the tables, pay them for their time, right? And Ross Sapp wore a shirt. He did a wrestling match the other day. He wore an orange shirt, and it had pictures of him chatting with Matt Cardona over the years. And I think this is Sean's way of saying, well, you might feel or say that we should go to the tables and we should pay wrestlers for their time, but you've had interviews with me countless times, more than this as well. And it's never been an issue before, but for some reason it's become an issue now. So this was the shirt that Sean Ross Sapp was wearing as he competed in a match the other day. I like this. This is like a bit more down to earth and innocent. So Hacksaw Jim Duggan said, who could have messed up all of Jake the Snake's pictures? And there at the table, all the images, all the pictures are all messed up. Who could have messed those up? And Jake said, he forgets. He has to see me again next week at WrestleCon. Let's go. Jake the Snake against Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Let's go. He forgets he has to see me again next week at WrestleCon. I love that these absolute wrestling icons are now bickering over this situation in 2024. Let's go. Let's go. Right, I thought you might enjoy this. So these are images of Ivy Nile. There she is looking lovely, of course, right? And the reason why I thought you might enjoy this is because we don't tend to see partners and whatever, but she's put these out. So this is her, Lake Day. There she is, look, with her partner. I think she's married. I think they got married. And there he is. That's her partner. The tall one holding the rope, right? Not the little one in the life jacket. Although I'm sure she's probably quite attached to the dog as well, in all fairness. I wonder how the dog feels being like out on the water. I'd imagine he probably loves it. But yeah, there we go. I thought this was interesting. She just shared a few pictures, few personal pictures. We don't really know much about Ivy, or at least I don't know much about Ivy. So nice little glimpse into her worlds. So there we go. And then just a few more. So here, look, Roman Reigns blames Sammy and Jey for the salt and pepper in his hair. So it's a weird way of saying it. His hair's going grey, basically. Wouldn't know what that's like. This is all because of Jey. This is Jey and Sammy's fault. This is what happens. You try to give an inch. They try to take a mile. They've aged me. Thank God my skin is unmatched quality. Thank God my skin is so beautiful. It's like kissed by the sun. If anything, the grey hair just showcases my experience. Once I get grey hair, that'll be my excuse as well. It just showcases my experience. So, thoughts of Roman. This is nice. Just a nice look. Bianca Belair, she said, I love signs. This is one of the cutest. So there we go. Young lady with the I'm the biggest fan of the EST. So very cool. Very, very cool. Wholesome. Oh, look at this. We spoke about this at the start. So The Undertaker talks about Dave Meltzer's ratings. Right, he says, you know me, I don't like to put myself over in these kinds of answers, but that match was pretty close to ... In spite of what Dave Meltzer only giving it 4 stars, I think he gave it 4.75 actually, right? I think he gave it 4.75. It should have been a 5. It's my favorite WrestleMania match ever. I think it's my favorite WWE match ever, right? For me, it's, I mean, 5 stars is a disgrace. 4.75 is unfathomable, right? So even the dead man is saying, come on, man. Come on. I think it was 4.75 though, right? I don't think he did him dirty enough to just give it 4 stars. He said, I don't remember him taking too many bumps. I don't really have a lot of stock in what he says. I can't even believe I just gave him credit. I did say his name, and I'm regretting that now. We might have to edit that out. The Undertaker, when he's reflecting on his match at WrestleMania 25, can't even bring himself to say Dave Meltzer's name. Wow. I didn't know. I didn't know there was a... maybe they're friends and he's just having a bit of friendly banter. Could turn out to be that. That's, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of heat there. Don't know. It's interesting, isn't it? Interesting. Right, Patrick the Heel said, if anyone is upset about Bianca Belair's WrestleMania placement this year, this is probably what her next 2 WrestleManias will look like. Bianca and Rhea, Bianca and Jade. It's true, isn't it? It's true. If you're upset about Bianca being in this match rather than being in something bigger, then these very much could be her next 2 WrestleManias, and they are the hugest. So, yeah, get excited. And then this last one, we can't play it because it's music. Sucks. I wasn't going to include it at all, but Roman has acknowledged it. This DJ plays the Roman's theme, you know, with all the choir voice and everything. And then he hits, like, acknowledge me. And then it goes into a banging track. Like, it's really good. It's really, really good. He remixes Roman's theme to kick the night off, get things going, with Roman saying, acknowledge me. And Roman's like, loving it, loving it. So there we go. That was Unseen. I hope you enjoyed it tonight. It was nice, actually, to have a bit of breathing room, actually get our teeth into a few of the posts. Obviously, we'll have another episode for you tomorrow. And then, of course, that monstrous Raw. Oh, my God. We will be live. We do a live stream for Raw, and we will be live 2 hours before the show, all throughout the show. We'll do the review afterwards. We'll do opinion videos as well. We'll have another Unseen. It's all happening. So thanks a lot for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Unseen. Bye for now.